Boy, do I have something for you today. Today with me, I have the A7 Mark III. It's actually my dream camera. I've always wanted A7 Mark III, and finally, after thinking some time, I finally got it because like the fact that it's not cheap. It's actually a really good hybrid camera. You know, it's like it was a leaps and bounds. I mean, I wouldn't say leaps and bounds, but like a lot better than the A7 Mark II. But like, I've always wanted A7 Mark III. But saying that's not saying that this is the best camera, but like, it's good. It's a very good improvement over the A7 Mark II. Like the day A7 Mark II was released, no, A7 Mark III was released, it was worth it to upgrade from the A7 Mark II to A7 Mark III. But this like the same can't be said for like the A7 Mark IV. Although the A7 Mark IV is like really good, it's not that good of a reason as it was to upgrade from the A7 Mark II to the A7 Mark III. But like, okay, let's just get into it. So like this camera is the A7 Mark III. We'll get to the technical part of it first. I mean the buttons. So like it has a on-off switch similar to the A7 Mark II, but this one it feels a little bit more smooth. Like the A7 Mark II goes like clack, clack. This one is like smooth, you know. And then here we have two custom buttons as usual, along with the A7 Mark II. They have that, and one of the I like the new button layout. You know, like they have the record button here, and the joystick. Joysticks are always a very good addition to cameras. I think it can be made clear that my love for joysticks is I love joysticks a lot, you know. And then here the LCD screen flips full 180 degrees. I mean 90 degrees up, tilted. And then here we have the dial. Here we have the display. You press this to change the display, ISO, drive mode, and yeah, you can switch to anything you want. Here we have another custom button, custom number 4, and I'm pretty sure custom number 3 is, yep, over here. Here's the menu, record, joystick, and for this, it has two SD card slots. Another thing that I really like about the A7 Mark III is that it has two SD card slots. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just really like really game changing, you know, to have like two SD card slots compared to like just one. Okay, let's get to the IO. Here we have microphone in. They use this whole thing just for microphone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But there's like this thing. Okay, microphone. And then here is headphone, mini HDMI, which I don't like. They should switch it back to full HDMI. Upgrade from micro USB to USB-C, and multimedia port. So yeah, I think that's, oh yeah, let's get to the dials, exposure, and the different modes of shooting. Let's get into the inside of the camera. Okay, so one thing about the A7 Mark III is its autofocus is really good. From what I've read before, it has like 770 plus autofocus points compared to the A7 Mark II, which has like 300 plus. So it's like 2.5 times, you know, 2.5 times the 2.5 times the original amount of autofocus points on the camera. So you can see how fast it focuses. You have this. Yep, fast focusing. And then yeah, that's hot shoe. Let's get to the photos. You have some photos, and then you can delete here, FN to switch your modes. And let's get to the menu. Here you can see everything it has here. I'm too lazy to explain it, but yeah. So this is the A7 Mark III. Okay, so let's get to the cost. So from what I've seen on eBay, I've switched it to $9. Usually people sell it on eBay for 1.7K, which is like probably around 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 USD. So I got this camera for 1.5k Brunei dollars, which should explain to you why it took me so long to get this camera, because it is quite expensive to my standards, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to sell it right now, even though it's like a really good camera, but I really, yeah, can't really afford to hold a camera like this. Yeah, but yeah, if you have the money, okay, let's say you're a rich guy and you want to start out on cameras, a7 Mark III is a really good camera to start with if you're like this rich guy. But if you want to start with Sony, as I always say, if you are like really newbie and you can start with any camera, I'll always recommend Canon, like Canon DSLRs, because they're the easiest to play around with. But the Sony, it's like the thing about Sony is like they're more known for their autofocus speeds, you know. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it has this one is for aperture and shutter speed. You can interchange it, and the sensor here is a full frame sensor, 24.3 megapixels, and it can shoot 4K, and it has steady shot inside, which is basically optical image stabilization. Yeah, and that's about it. Well, I'll show you some image samples, and you make your choice whether you want to buy this or not. Oh yeah, one more thing to say is it uses a new battery now, so it's no longer using the normal MP-FW50 battery from like the older Sony cameras all the way back to the next cameras. It now uses a NPFZ100. So this battery is way better than MP-FW50. Has it can last for more than 72 minutes if I did not read wrongly, as opposed to the a7 Mark II, which is like, so it's basically like a 1.5 times increase in battery life. So you might want to check that out. Don't take my word for that, but it is way better than the a7 Mark II's battery, the MP-FW50. The MP-FZ100 is like a very good improvement over the MP-FW50. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to add on.